Hey everybody, it's me, Barbara, and we are going to do tonight as a review the Mini Brands Ulta Beauty Advent Calendar. So what you're seeing behind me is a small Christmas tree. I'm not going to plug the company who made that because they're very rich and they don't need to be plugged. But what my doll is holding is a small paper cutout of flowers, which comes with the kit along with, as I pan over to this is a desk made out of paper, but as you can see, there's like a little bit of a cutout, and there's all sorts of little products and brushes there. But that again is paper, it's not real, but it's a cute little desk. I'm not sure you can actually put stuff on it, especially since I really didn't do the desk correctly, but I wasn't sure how to do it. And these are the boxes pretty much. Let me angle this a little bit more so you can see the four. I'm going to try again to do this in order, so let me just very quickly sort of have a look at the dates. I see 1, 2, okay. Well, we'll do our best. Okay, I'm also going to show you scale, which is not something I always do, but I want to do in this case so you can see what I was talking about yesterday with the books. The books are perfectly scaled, 1/6 play scale, good for Barbie, fashion royalty, and action figures. Some of the Ultas are perfectly scaled, some not so much, so let's keep that in mind. And we will start out with a good example of not perfectly scaled. This is, what is this called? Should probably not read this through my phone, but then again, it's big, so okay. This is Tarte. It does open. Don't make a liar out of me. It does open, and it is, I guess, it's lip gloss. It's lip gloss, and if I was to put this, and I will put this in my doll's hands, you will see that it is quite large. We don't carry lip glosses that huge, though the applicator itself, yeah, that's like covering her whole mouth in one shot. It's almost like a toothbrush. I mean, good for getting your makeup on very quickly, but not accurate. Okay, number 2. I thought I knew where number 2 was. There it is. I like, by the way, it's almost like I hate opening this because the drawers are really nice. Okay. I should have possibly, okay. Sorry, let me go pick that back up. I wanted a little extra light and it just fell over. There we go. This is the brush from Dry Bar. The double shot roller brush. This is kind of in scale as a box, but I've never took the brush out, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. And I just totally knocked that door off. Sorry, door. Sorry. Okay, this is a Redken, which I've actually never seen before. This is this was not in a previous ball that I've gotten. Acidic something? I have no idea. But again, I think what I'm going to do is once I open, I'm going to break, and I'm going to open doors 4, 24, 19 so I can keep the doll in frame. So let me just do that. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to have the doll in frame. Okay, this is obviously not going to be the scale. This is one we've seen before. This is e.l.f. Great makeup company. Okay, not even going to show you that one. That's like, not, definitely not in scale. Great look though. Good. This and this would be most excellent if you go up to the Tonner dolls. The Wentworth family, if you all know who I mean. And I think a lot of us do, because even if we don't collect the Wentworths and toner, we remember them. Okay, I'm destroying, and I apologize. These are truly, I have no idea what you're supposed to do with these. I guess you're supposed to use them to cover up your imperfections. Like this is supposed to be like heart-shaped zit cream. Oh, these are really fighting back. Okay. This is another one I've never seen. It's called the All Nighter. It's by Urban Decay. I guess it's hairspray. All right. So let's do one more. And I'll do 9, 14, and 11. And that should pretty much let me bring the door in. And by door, I mean the chair. Okay. And I'm just going to pull them out. And then I will show, and then we will go through the proper rest of deboxing. And destroying, evidently. Okay. Okay, so let's bring her in. Because, whoops, let's bring her in. Refocus. Here we go. Okay. And so this is the all-nighter. Yeah, I guess kind of it's in scale for hairspray. This is NYX. It is again a lip gloss. It is again more suited to brush your teeth. Although this actually appears to be, or could be, not what she's really wearing, but that would be pretty close to when I had her repainted, what the repaint was. And this is so now we have the match set. Acidic color gloves. I'm guessing one is the shampoo and one is the conditioner. And having never used these products, I could not tell you by the label which is which. And I be blind, so I cannot tell you which is which. And then this is Super Goop or Super Gel. Here we go. And this looks a little bit more realistically a size that we would use. Okay. Let's go to, let me make my life easier. Do this. Slowly, there we go. Okay. Or maybe not. Here we go. Okay. Now you can see that that's actually a Christmas tree. Okay. So let's continue with box 16. This is actually much trickier to film both her and the box. But this is the Opie lacquer. Not like Opie as in, if you know your classic television. Oh, do you know your classic television? If you do know your classic television, you know that Opie is probably going to go down in history as one of the most successful of the child stars. If you know, you know. Not pulling this out. This is supposed to be an eyeliner. Again, this is probably one that's better suited for 1/6 scale. I'm sorry, 1/4 scale, the Tonner scale. And I'm not saying Jean because Jean has different proportions than Tonner. in my humble opinion. Okay, who is this? Okay. This is Hot Toddy Dry Bar. I have no idea what this is. I'm guessing it's another kind of hair product. You can see also, by the way, that I use a lot of makeup and hair products because I'm like, I have no idea what this stuff is. Okay, this is a classic of the Ulta bar, the Ulta balls. You are guaranteed to get Shea Moisture whether you want it or not. This is the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. And depending on how you use it or when you use it, that's actually a pretty good scale. Okay. Yeah, I will not be... Oh, what is this? Watch this. Is this the guide? $15 off your $50 purchase. I would like to. Let's see. When did this expire? This will expire April 4th at 2026, so I still have time. Oh, okay. Well, I'm guessing you can't... Oh, my God. God, I think I'm dead because I just put this on film so you can all steal it from me. But please don't. Don't be that person. Oops. Watch. I'm going to go to use it and they're going to be like, yeah, somebody else already used it. No, please don't. This is one time I'm very glad I don't have thousands and thousands of followers because I don't have to worry. This is another Supergoop Play. Play what? I don't know. So I'm the 25th, which is of course Christmas Day. This is Monday. No, this is Monday. I can usually see this, but the lighting is off. This is the conditioner. This has been around a while because first it was in the mini brands, like mini brands groceries. Then it was in the Ulta. Since this is so big, I'm having a feeling it's going to be, yep, another dry bar. It's the blow dryer. For the perfect blowout. Buttercup. I wish they had not gone yellow. I mean, I know some people like the color yellow. I am not one of them. But it's nice. And I mean, it's a nice... And there is actually, and I will show you very quickly, there is actually a blow dryer in here, much like there is actually a brush in the other one. Welcome to... The camera fell again. And again, I'm sorry, guys. This is a much bigger version than I remember of the elf, but I do get this. Again, this is I guess an interestingly matches her ensemble, but it's a bigger version of the gel that usually you get. These are really, you know, I cannot get to these guys. Jeez. All right. So let's move this over again a little bit more. Move the camera over a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. This I definitely did not have. This is something that they have started to do across the Mini Brands brand, in the food, in the grocery. with the retros. They can't do this with the book because they haven't done like flipping pages. But there's like stop motion. So this is stop motion for the nail lacquer. And probably should have pinned the light to the top, but oh well. And again, it's tricky because the desk is here, so it's blocking me from like getting leverage to pop these. Okay, here's another classic that you will get. If you buy like 2 balls, you're guaranteed to either get this one, or this one, which is the fragrance-free from Elf Skin. I happen to like the color though. This is from Good Molecules. Not a little off scale, but not terribly so. By the way, just so you know, with the nail polish, yeah, that's way off scale. And I'm sorry, folks, I keep knocking stuff over. It's very tricky to like get the forward motion to open. Ooh, what happened here? So we have product that fell out, and I think this is another, yep, it's another stop motion. This is Vanilla Baby from Truly. And the idea is you put the lid on top. Like so. Get ready with me as I magically swirl. Get ready with me as I magically swirl my face cream. All right, so we're down to the final 3. And if I'm not sounding like, oh my God, it's because I've been collecting the Ulta balls from pretty much the beginning, and I've already have a lot of these. In fact, the only ones that were completely new to me were the Redkins. Okay. Okay. Again, from Good Molecule. I want to hold this up because one is pretty common, the other one is not. So there you go. This is one I like, and it took me a while to get. I actually got it the last time I was able to buy balls from them. This is the Tartel eyeshadow palette. Does not come with a brush. Nice palette, neutral colors, which I would wear anyway. I guess if you give this like a gift, it's kind of big, but kind of not. I think you guys are catching on now that I'm not, my dolls are makeup people. I used to be, I am not anymore. During the pandemic, I really fell out of, the camera fell out. Okay. As I was saying, during the pandemic, I fell out of wearing makeup. So this is why I'm sort of not really thinking about scale as much as I would. Interesting that we end with the eye palettes. And again, it's called Naked. And this is another eye palette. And it does open. I just have to remember which end. This one has the illusion of coming with an applicator. I don't know if it comes out. I'm not going to try to force it out. But again, very neutral palette. It also has a mirror. And again, that's kind of like the thing you would get at Christmas. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are the pieces of this advent calendar. So the question is, do you get it? Well, if you are someone who already collects the Ulta balls, you might want to get this as a one shot to try and get the pieces you don't already have, or to be introduced to what I think were like 2 advent calendar specific ones, the Redken. It's also nice to get that gift voucher. Interestingly, the advent calendar and because this is my favorite, I'm going to put that back in. The advent calendar and the new version, which are called the Ulta Ball Pops, which come with like little stuffed animals, those are still available. It's been about 3 weeks now, and the standard Ulta balls have not been available on Ulta's website, which is where you can get them at their suggested retail price. You can get them off of eBay and other places, but you're paying a markup. So I would say, while you can still get it, get the advent calendar. Also, try to keep the desk as pristine as you can, because and it seems to be pretty easy that you can just like slice it off at the corner and have this nice little prop here as a stand. So try to get the advent calendar just to get what you can, because when I emailed them and said, hey, when are you going to get the regular balls back in stock, they did not know. So you might want to keep that in mind, unless there's a season 2 coming or a series 2 coming, which is going to be all different products, and that could be it too. Who knows? But usually there's a hint that there's a series 2 coming, and I haven't heard that. And I don't know, maybe they're going to switch from Ulta to Sephora. Who knows? But yeah, so, and again, it's also a matter of scale. So getting the Ulta balls in general, or getting the foodies are okay, but getting the retros, getting the groceries, those are all okay to get, especially if you are someone who collects across scale. You do a traditional dollhouse, which is the 1/12 scale. You have the play scale, which is 1/6 scale, which is Fashion Royalty Barbie, or you do the quarter scale, which is Tanner and Jean. If you do them, then ideally you will get stuff that you can go across all of your collections. So that makes it the most worth it. So if you're watching this and you're thinking you have a collector of miniatures and they do larger and smaller scales, then yeah, Zuru is ideal for them. For me, Barbara, I will see you in my next review, which are going to be much more traditional advent calendars. And I am going to have to set them up a little bit differently, because they are custom and they are made specifically for fashion dolls. So stay tuned. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.